Good morning, fellow Nigerians across the globe. This is George Onibe, and a very quick one this morning. A message I simply titled, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, passionate appeal to President Ahmed Bola Tinubu for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It should serve as a mirror of reflection for all Nigerians after 64 years of nationhood. I want us as Nigerians to be sincere, to be realistic, to be objective in every situation and circumstance. And it's obvious in time past a lot of issues were not addressed. And it's not as if we have the capacity to change anything, but a journey of 100 kilometers starts with a step. When we tell you something, we're not saying it because we want to talk. We are not the talking type. We are just making you to prepare for what is to come. We are simply messengers. And when it begins, people will only regret who failed to heed to our instruction. I want to believe that before the foundation of our dear nation, Nigeria, was corrupted, they were progressive-minded, sincere people from across board who wanted the best for the next generation of Nigerians. Let's look at it this way. Nigeria is 64 years. And believe me, in the era where Nigeria was created, children who were 25 years has started the ruling nation. The period where Nigeria was created, the children born in that era could rule a nation even at the age of 25 years. What changed? Is it not concerning? When I look at the biography of the supposed elite and the founding father of Nigeria, the oldest among them should be around 37 years. That is Dr. Nnamdi Kanu. From Yakubu Gowon to Olusegun Obasanjo to Enahoro and all the people that were involved, too numerous to mention. They were between the ages of 25 to 30, majorly 27. That was in the 60s. Nigeria has human capacity of such, do we call them kindergarten now? Because the last time I checked as I speak to you, even about 70% of Nigerians who are 30 years, they are still wearing pampers. They are still doing saga, slay queen and slay king. And I begin to wonder, were they extraordinary human? Our psyche was damaged. Something was taken from us. We didn't pay attention to it. Today, my youth president is almost 95 years. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. But they are not of any concern to me. So what would people like Obasanjo, people like Alex Ikweme, people like Yakubu Gowon, people like Ojukwu, Abu Orunsi, and those of their kind, Obafemi Awolowo, all of them are 27. What did they eat? What made them extraordinary human beings? And let us look at the level of degradation, the level of damage done to our morals through social manipulation, philosophical re-engineering. And we are falling for it. It is 64 years of Nigeria independence. We have not even developed maturity of 15 years. Something went wrong. But let's look at it today. The Nigerians are spending more of their time, resources, and energy trying to tear each other apart. Survival of the fittest. Should I say it is the game of the throne? Who is deceiving who? And so when you go to the social media, instead of us to address our problem holistically, we are playing games. Games of who to dominate. Games of who to have the lion's share. Games of who to be louder. Games of who to be in charge. It shouldn't be that way. In my yesterday broadcast, I was reminding Akpabio, we have passed that era. They are looking for who to make permanent chairman of our king. They are not looking for who to make permanent solution founder of Nigerian problem. That is what they want to spend money on. Something is wrong. When I asked it, we need to mirror and narrow down our journey so far after 54 years. I just want all Nigerians to review their position. Know if you are part of the problem or you are part of the solution, because both of them must coexist. Now, we are on social media as Nigerians. You wake up in the morning, you hear some people talking trash, most especially this Igbo Biafra. They start talking trash up and down, blaming everybody. The level they get to, I begin to wonder, what would they achieve? You pay bloggers to come and hyper your ethnic group to the detriment of others. Why? Why? What do you want to achieve? You've lost everything already, and what you are doing will not make you better. You have Yoruba bloggers who are not Yoruba. You have Hausa bloggers who are not Hausa. You have Bini bloggers who are not Bini. You have Abo bloggers who are not Abo. You have Anyoma bloggers who are not Anyoma. You have Ikure bloggers who are not Ikure. 99.9% of them are sponsored by Igbo Biafra people. Some of them are talking down on other ethnic groups. And then some of them are hampering the Igbo community. But Has it stopped hardship? Has it made the life of Igbo Biafra man to be better than my life? Think again. And you need to reset your brain. And so when you go to the social media, you hear somebody say, oh, Igbos are the ancient people. I was listening to a documentary, well-advanced documentary. Somebody sat down and said, Igbo, there was a tribe and a kingdom that has been erased from history. They existed before the Kemites of Egypt. Before there was a pyramid in Egypt, this tribe in retribe existed. They are the Igbos in Nigeria. Now, no get shame. It look authentic because the AI or whoever created that video is advanced, I should say. Give it to Igbo voice, make it very real. And I shook my head. Somebody who don't know his history is older than the pyramids of Egypt. Undoubtedly, could be true. But in a current day Nigeria, where are you? We heard about names of so many Asian countries that don't exist anymore. But the people are still there. They're moving in a different glory, in another shape and direction. They are not looking for how to tear themselves down. They are thinking on how to survive. And then, if you are not hypering that you are the most intelligent tribe, you are the richest tribe, you are there talking down on others. Hausa is Alamajiri, Yoruba is this one, This is what we have spent 64 years trying to prove. But what have we proved in the end? And then you go to the north, you have some who have the mentality that they are born to rule. It's still the same Wazobia. Born to rule who now? Why won't you be national chairman? And then you look at the West, you see the Yoruba, somehow along the line, they must collect their own percentage. Anything Igbo man like, let him do, Yoruba must collect his percentage. Anything Hausa like, let him do, Yoruba must collect his percentage. And so in most cases, Yoruba is not fighting anymore to correct anything, but they have prepared the capacity to benefit from any game. Anything Igbo man do, Yoruba must benefit from it. Anything Hausa do, Yoruba must benefit from it. Deal with it. These are psychological truths you may not want to admit. But in its overall essence, where has it led us to as a people? So we come and fight. Ordinarily, some of us have something to offer. In terms of building human capacity, some of us have a lot of things to offer. But the base of trust, the pillar of trust that held us as a nation have been demolished. And there are people making efforts to even remove the last concrete and rod on that very pillar. And that is why we are here. And so let us narrow down. As a man of 64 years, you should begin to count what is the purpose of your existence? Yes. Should I say fortunately, unfortunately, they created us Nigeria. It's okay. We were not the only one who went through those process. China went through that process. Japan went through that process. India went through that process. America went through that process. In fact, Israel was obliterated from the map. They came back. And these countries I just mentioned are not just doing well. They are a force to reckon with globally. And why is Africa owned this way? Why is Nigeria owned this way? Okay, Africans gather, fellow Nigerians gather. Let us blame Samuel Ajayi Crowther. Let us blame Mary Slessor, Landa Brothers, William Wilberforce. Let us blame Flora Shaw. No, let us blame Matheson and Jefferson and all of them. Let's begin to blame them. Lord Lugard. They did what they had to do. And I think we have to do what we have to do. So if we are fellow Nigeria, narrow down. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Check what has been going on. Where has it led us to? All of us came together, not as enemy. We came together, not because we didn't notice Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. Not because they did not notice that there is a German there. It's not as if we did not notice that there are TV people, there are Kanuru people, there are people we knew, there are Igala people. We came as one. As brothers. As the most populous black nation. The whole world where there is human being. Homo sapiens. Nigeria is the base of the most populous human being. We were able to come together. I knew we were not Nigeria. But say that we are Nigeria. A property of Royal Niger Company. Northern and Southern Protectorate. We need to save ourselves. That was the beginning of this journey. Over 64 years ago. And so, irrespective of tribe nor tongue, we could identify with our challenges. And the Yoruba came, the Hausa came. Everybody, whatever they can offer, they place it on the table. Because there were agreements. No wonder the Bible says two cannot work together except they agree. They came together. In uniformism, opinion, thoughts, value, everything, they aligned. The North were pushing very hard as much as they can. The West was doing the best they could. And of course, the Igbos were doing perfectly very well. They started opening media platform, which enabled them to galvanize the whole process. But the boom, immediately after independence, corruption came in, greed came in. They want to replace the colonial master. They start lying to themselves. They appear as angel in the morning, but they are demon at night. They have horn that they can dismantle and put it when necessary. Betrayal came in, and they are ashamed to tell us the truth today. But it's okay. It's past. It's gone. And from that day to today, we pretend but live like cat and dog. The only thing that is holding us together is the military gun. And that is why when I sit back and I watch those military personnel, I respect them. I respect them. The police, all the parasitators, I respect them. Not because some of them are not part of the corruption, but because despite the magnitude of the corruption in the system, do you know what? They still stand by the integrity that they're supposed to represent. When I go around and see military personnel and their capacity, and I knew these people could just take Tinubu, pursue Akpabio, all of you, chase all of you with a gun we bought for them and redesign our life. Nobody can stop them. But I appreciate them because they are part of the people who are going through these challenges. And yet, despite the fact they have gone, they try not to upset the balance. That is why I appreciate them. And so when we have been betrayed, some people still sit back and they are lying. Why can't we learn? It's true in Nigeria. Some of us are heterogeneous and some are homogeneous. But we have managed so far. The reason why there is peace is because of the security agency. Because they will shoot you. Sometimes should I begin to thank the person who made that law? Maybe yes, maybe no. Because ordinarily, we are not beasts. We are not animals. We are not cows you lead with stick. Even cow, I was full and a cow today, don't even need stick to be directed. But why am I saying all these things? Let's look back on all the rubbish we have done. Where did it lead us to? And somebody is still building on that faulty foundation. Who does that? And now, you may be wondering why I'm creating this scenario. Let me point it out to you. Recently, because I'm still in different platform of Igbo Biafra people, I challenge them, fish me out. That is the last thing they will do. All of you, from Obedient Movement to Unity Beggar, all of you, I am with all of you. Because I am your destiny and I'm your doom. You don't have secrets. But I won't talk. I observe. Because that is in my nature. And so yesterday night, they were rejoicing. Oh, Reverend Father Mbaka has begged Buhari, his passionate appeal to Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I took my time to listen to the video. Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka is the one I'm talking of. And now, this is not about Christianity. All of you idiots who will soon come and say, he's insulting Christian. He said, I am a reverend, ordained reverend. If I have not been exposed to certain information, I will tell you I'm a right reverend. And rightfully so. But I know the place of my faith. And I know the position of my work. Because faith without work is dead. It's just like a body without spirit. We are not called to Christ to be slave. We're actually called to make use of our brain. So if we are Christian, there's one of my friends who was angry with me. Why did you call Ebukobi? Ebukobi calling my people Ndualili. And I respond to Ebukobi. And then you say because Ebukobi is your prayer warrior master, thunder fire all of you. And now we are going to talk about the pastor of Ndibu, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. Just be patient. He was in his adoration ministry in Enugu, and he was demonstrating and deceiving Ndibu as usual. You see, Tinubu has the power to release Nnamdi Kanu. If Tinubu want to release Nnamdi Kanu, all he need to do is give order and they release Nnamdi Kanu. But they keep lying to Ndibu that it is the governors who don't want them to release Nnamdi Kanu. They keep lying to Ndibu that Tinubu don't have the power to release Nnamdi Kanu. All I am saying is, oh, Tinubu, you have the power. Just release Nnamdi Kanu. And then the bombshell, boom. And so that if he releases Nnamdi Kanu, the insecurity in the Igbo land will be curtailed. Nnamdi Kanu is the one who can restore peace in Igbo land. Let Tinubu just release Nnamdi Kanu and tell Nnamdi Kanu, go and stop the insecurity in the Igbo land. We know the game. Now let me tell you one secret before we continue. There was a time when I was with de facto customary government. Some persons begin to engineer me. They said on my platform, I should begin to appeal to Nigeria to give amnesty to IPOB people, to Biafra agitators. And I look at the point they were making. It's understandable. Because some of them have lost their source of livelihood. Some of them has nothing to fall back to. Some of them nowhere to go. It's only crime. He that is down fears no fall. And I was thinking, honestly, if the government of the day decide to rehabilitate them, maybe crime will reduce. But then I have to move back, because once beaten, twice shy, to investigate forensically. Why are they calling for amnesty? That is when I discovered that one of the purpose of introducing armed struggle, unknown gunmen, was actually to disturb Nigeria. As a job, people disturb Nigeria and they give them amnesty. So Ndibu, why they are killing you, sparing you every moment? They want Nigeria to give them amnesty. Nothing more, nothing less. Go and listen to that video for Father Mbaka. He was asking Nigerian government, Tinubu should give Nnamdi Kanu contract. The same way Tompolu, Asare Dokubo them are taking them, have contract to guide pipeline. Nnamdi Kanu and Igbo people, Biafra people, want to be collecting money from the federal government coffer. That they are the one keeping security in Igbo land. So they have to kill their people. There is a natural mystic flowing through the air. I won't tell you no lie. This could be the first trumpet. Might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. Because things are not the way they used to be now. That is Bob Marley, philosophically, prophetically telling you what is to come. And so for Igbo people to collect amnesty from Nigeria, they have to introduce insecurity in their region. After all, they are settling Boko Haram and recruiting them into Nigerian army. Why are you people deceiving? Let me continue with Father Mbaka. And Ejike Mbaka now say, Tinubu should give Nnamdi Kanu the contract, let him come and quell the insecurity in the southeast. And I said, there is no greater failure in life than a man who sees his end and is unable to consider what he has achieved so far. In everything I do, I want to check the landmark achievement. So if I have to continue, or if I have to abort the ship. So that is what Mbaka is saying on his adoration. And then Makwandibu, all of them say, yes, let them release him, security, he's our savior, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu. You think Tinubu is a Mugu? Sunday Igbo wanted to still collect amnesty. Hausa is collecting amnesty. Ijaw people is collecting amnesty, or Niger Delta, not because their own is justifiable. It's not insecurity now. Oil companies are destroying their land. Their source of livelihood have been destroyed. Invariably, their life taken from them. The government should raise up modalities to enable them survive in their home community. That is what brought about. They were not killing anybody. They were fighting for their rights. And then Igbo man carry gun, begin to kill Igbo people. Federal government pay them money. Hausa man carry gun, begin to kill opposed Hausa people. Hausa man pay money. That is exactly what Sunday Igbo wanted to do. Only that Nnamdi Kanu betrayed the whole process. Let's leave it at that. Now let's come back to insecurity in Igbo land. If you are Igbo person, if you like deceive yourself, the truth cannot be overemphasized. I remember in those days, when you enter from Opiweka and down to Mbose, Ehiala, or maybe you're going to the Axis of Enugu, everywhere peaceful. It's not as if this Kalewa attitude was not there, but it was not obvious. You enter a beer parlor, you drink, you eat, you are relaxed. It's fun. I remember in those days, once we enter December, in fact from November, I will say from Sakoba Road in Benin City down to Onitsha Head Bridge, it's a no-go area. Because all the way from Sakoba Road, Ikoba Hill, Ring Road, everywhere will be blocked. If you were born in my time, you will know. All the way from Awuchi, Uromi, down to Uromi Junction, that was the only road then. All those of you coming from Warri, you will meet at the College of Education, Abo. And then from there, both Old and Lagos Asaba Road, down to Onitsha Head Bridge. My brother, people traveling, they carry stove. People traveling, they carry stove. Because once you enter there, you're not going anywhere. Southeast is locked down. And it will continue like that even to February. It's fun. Everybody is coming home. Igbo people are coming home. Everybody want to come home. And I remember in those days when we are traveling, it's serious hold up. People give birth inside hold up. People cook food inside hold up. But today, what are going? What are going in this nation? What are going in this country? What are going in this Igbo land? That is what Rice Kimono was asking you, but you didn't know. Today now, all of you are in diaspora. Most of you are in diaspora, you are crying. I can't come. I can't say it again. We cannot come home. When we come home, you pay us. When you come home, you kidnap us. We not come home. But yet, you are seeing your people messing up your place. You are still talking rubbish, looking for who to blame. Come home now. No, come home. It's a shame. All this your bragado on social media. The moment you reach Asaba, which is your safe haven now, and you are not respecting yourself, don't worry. The moment you reach Asaba, you park your motor there. You remove your shoe and wear slippers. You buy bossa and behave like a mugu so that your brother will not kidnap you. It's not the kind of handwork. He want amnesty from Tinubu. That is what Father Mbaka is helping them to announce. Igbo people, think about it. Think about it. There is one on social media trending. It's a fish magnet. They now bear the fish magnet. They become so horrible that sometimes they kill the person after collecting ransom. Is it Fulani headsmen? Is it Boko Haram? Is it Miati Allah? Is it Nigerian security murderous agent? Is it the Zoo Army, as you people call them? Who is this even with? Tell yourself the truth. But it's your land. Nobody's dragging it with you. But don't drag our land with us. Today, Ejike Mbaka, as a man of God anointed with miracle, he can't walk without police escort. Go and look at Ebukobi, name miracle, virgin at 50 years, and he's praying for people who have not married. He has escort everywhere. I am all of your destiny and your doom. But I ask you, as a fellow Igbo man, my Igbo brothers, did you hear what I said? My own Igbo brothers. Ask yourself a question. You that have made money, that is calling me hungry man, can you come to your village? Can you now come back home with your wealth? But there are the ones telling you, bring your wealth home. But why won't you die in Lagos? Try it, bring that your head. Those people hypering you, Ibamaka, come home now, all of you. Don't let me put fucking for you. Come home now and show your achievement. The same of your brother. They will honor life you and take what belongs to you. These things used to happen on a very low scale until Nnamdi Kanu came. We tried to warn Nnamdi Kanu because I was not sounding like this. I was just calling IPOB. I discovered that almost 99.9% of the people who say they are Igbo choose not to use their brain. Allow Igbo Biafra to mess you up. And you want to drag me into unity. God punish all of you. As I am talking to you, maybe one of these days I will stay in the street of Urugudu and be doing my broadcast and be walking around. I will be videoing Igbo people. Let me see who will talk. Fear no go let them, and nobody will stop me. Don't worry. It's not. We are not dragging anything. And when I come back in my home, you'll knock at night, and I come out. I will ask you. No Abo man is looking for me to kidnap me. No Abo man is looking for me to unalive me. No Abo man. Which Abo person even knows I get money? Self? Who send you? We have wealthy people. We have wealthy people. Unusual wealthy people. But these people, before they become elder, if I tell you people that me and somebody like Okowa, me and somebody like Jim Ovia, me and somebody like all these or about them and the rest of them, we play ball on the street even when they are multi-millionaire. Because we believe, say, your wealth now for your pockets. We respect their achievement. We pray to be like them. But go and ask them, who they come beg our money? When we near you, no one help us, we leave you. That is our value. If you have wealth, be on your own. You want to distribute. That is where I come from. Nobody's kidnapping anybody. Now ask yourself question, the most intelligent tribe. Why are you afraid to come home? You think our village will be a safe haven for you? Ikwede is Igbo land, Anyama is Igbo land. That will not be your safe haven because you will rubbish us. You will lower our value system. Maybe some of you don't want to be sincere to accept this truth. And now that is Father Mbaka, your own Father Mbaka. It's unfortunate that Tinubu should give amnesty to Nnamdi Kanu. Let him stop insecurity. Let me tell Tinubu and Igbo people who care to hear. You see Nnamdi Kanu, he don't put hand for touch his nyash. You see those boys he gave gun, they will come for him. You see Benjamin Madubugu, Nigerian army is protecting them now. Nigerian police is protecting them. You see the demons those people have unleashed in Igbo now, he will not spare them. We witness it. But of course, they must play the game of Wazobia. Tinubu must be afraid. Chief Justice must be afraid. Everybody must be afraid to call on Nnamdi Kanu the criminal and terrorist that he is. Because if I find it in Igbo, did you not hear Okobero Senator, Okobero Governor of Edo State? He just told me to be, you cannot enter my state without clearance. Based on your personality or capacity. You have capacity to cause terrorism in Edo State. Let me know or else your security will not be guaranteed. So they are saying, hating Igbo, he is causing in Igbo, Igbo, come back home now. Igbo, come back home now. Look the mirror. This is applicable to the whole Nigeria. All those games you are playing, your smartness. Look at the mirror. Reevaluate your position. Look at the landmark achievement and tell yourself the truth. We were doing Biafra agitation. It was all about restructure. And that is why I bold to tell you that this Tinubu amendment bill, tax reform bill, all of us must open our eye. Because if they tell you it's restructure, and I continue to repeat, what are they restructuring? Economic restructure? Regional restructure? Political restructure? Which one are they restructuring? Okay, monarchy restructure. We are watching all of you. When we had a confidential meeting, we said, a restructured Nigeria is as good as Biafra, their imaginary Biafra. But the government will not listen, so let's come up with Biafra. And by the time they pay attention, we can now ask them for restructure. And so if you watch most of my broadcasts in the Fato customary government, I keep re-emphasizing that a restructured Nigeria is as good as Biafra. Restructured Nigeria. I didn't know they were not looking for restructure. They want to complete the work of Mmonakwagu Irunsi and Uchukwuemeka Dimegujuku. That is exactly what they want to complete. Complete the mission. A lot of things begin to go out of order. And then somebody, Nnamdi Kanu, came up one day, after we have said there will be no election in Anambra State, until a day of referendum will be given to us. Nnamdi Kanu called the emergency meeting of the DOS. And then we have started seeing that guy is a common criminal. Maybe Father Mbaka, them are part of the people who activated the unrest in Igbo land. And then Uchemefo asked him, what is the purpose of the emergency meeting? And that is the only reason I respect Obidio Bienu. Because Obidio Bienu does not hide his mouth. It's not as if everything he says is the right thing. But at least he expressed himself. He is one man I know he did not take in Nnamdi Kanu bullshit. But when you address it holistically. Don't judge it to favor on Igbo. Because you are telling me I'm not Igbo. And I will gladly tell you I'm not Igbo. After all, I'm a Bini man. Deal with it. Ofuka Itishi. That dumb. He said, yes, that time he was jumping up and down. He was in UK. He was in America, sleeping with single ladies, single mothers, and their daughter. You remember her new secretary? Nnamdi Kanu was sleeping with that woman and the daughter. And the new secretary, they now remove Ekutos, Njoshi. He was jumping all over America, stealing money, Njoshi. Where God punishing that? All the money he stole in America in the name of agitation. They gave it to Onwazurumba and Uche Nwokinkwo, who later honorably returned it to the Biafran people. That is when those ones become criminal. Don't worry. And so he said, the emergency meeting is because we need to build Eastern Security Network. He didn't call it name. Because what we used to have is volunteer. Volunteers were good people who were trying to find out if Fulani headsmen are the one committing crime in our land, which they discovered there is no Fulani headsmen. And that is when our eye begin to open. Now they cannot know that the volunteer cannot be reliable. Some of them are criminal already. The innocent ones are being disgraced. Now they cannot even betraying them. Nigerian police, Nnamdi Kanu made the broadcast and told you that one Basir Akwara is a kidnapper. And that very broadcast, Nnamdi Kanu told you people that one Ruby Matthew is a criminal. And on that very broadcast, he mentioned another person called Omukwe Nwanze, that they are criminal. And that night, Basir sent out a message to us that Nnamdi Kanu asked him to assassinate group of his security group that refused to turn to criminal. I will begin to mention him when the time comes. Emeka Mbamara is there. That one was set up and is gone. That Nnamdi Kanu, because he did not agree to assassinate his people, he knows he's no longer safe. Benjamin Madubugu know what I'm saying. He just want to let us know. I hope you people listen to Radio Biafra. We say yes. And that night till today, Basir Akwara was missing from Warri Delta State till today. So was Nnamdi Kanu working with the police? Because we know his sister is in the Nigerian police. So was he working with the police? But I do not blame anybody because we didn't speak up. And so what happened? That they want to form a militia group, an armed group, let them be defending our land. And Uche Okafor Mefo told Nnamdi Kanu, honestly, you and we are non-state actors. All we need to do is to win the support of our people. We are non-state actors. We cannot wield gun. We cannot do this. And then Nnamdi Kanu flame up, arrogantly. Well, I just I should tell you people because it's not good I don't tell you. As I'm talking to you, I have paid some shoemaker in Aba. They are making army shoe. I have paid some tailors. They are making, that Award Igbo Congress, another idiot has started giving him money. From behind the scene, articulation and obituarization, all of them have started pumping him money. We have been sealed, delivered and documented. Money was coming from play. There are many newspapers, when the time comes, we will call all of your name. That time Nnamdi Kanu will even tell them, publish in my favor. I will give order for all of us to buy it. All those rubbish they do. We don't catch on for backyard. And then Nnamdi Kanu say, I just feel like telling you people. Anyway, I have started it already. He fall into the era of COVID-19. So many of you good people across the globe, you contributed money for Nnamdi Kanu, at least to give aid to our people, because we believe Nigeria hates us. All those money. Nnamdi Kanu he bought one trailer load of rice. And they were giving that trailer load of rice from one state to another. And their social media tout, they call warrior. We come, yes, this is Akwa Ibom rice. They will video it, offload it back of the camera, put it back. They will take to Abia State. Yes, this is Abia State. They video it and send it back. One trailer load, Nnamdi Kanu distributed it for the whole Biafra land according to them. But nobody saw one bag of rice. Yushi. He has access to so many money. We are not started talking about his mansion in Kenya. Now, let me digress before we come back to Nnamdi Kanu. Do you people know why Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya? You know you are in Nigeria. In your mind, Nigeria is the giant of Africa. While other African countries are progressing, we are here tearing ourselves apart. Intellectual, dishonest people everywhere. On the political arena to the religious arena, tradition. Intellectual, dishonest people everywhere. Now, hold on. Do you know that Kenya is the country that have the highest number of black richest people? So if Nigerians have 20 recognized global millionaires, Kenya have almost 47 recognized global millionaires. So when you look at indigenous Africans who are wealthy in the world across the globe, Kenya has even times 2% of Nigeria. Kenya is one of the fastest developing countries, not just in Africa and the whole world. So notice them be primitive. Carry monkey, they jump like monkey. Judge of the jungle. No. So Kenya is a heaven already. Nnamdi Kanu is building a mansion there. So when you hear Kenya extradition, Kenya, ask what he go do for Kenya. Because the UK police security agent are looking for him now because they now know he's a thief. Kenya became his hideout. He didn't tell us. Now them. So what do we do? Uchoka from F4 in that meeting, sorry, Obidio Bienu in that meeting said to Nnamdi Kanu, what you are doing lately is not what we agreed. Because why I'm saying this is, this mud you want to rub on yourself is going to reach all of us. And so if we know that this mud touch you now, it will eventually stain us, I think it was our right to stop you. And I can say, well, you see, I was doing something. I just say, let me tell you people, emergency, arrogantly. And he called the meeting a bluff. Before we know, he started killing the volunteer who refused to turn to armed robber. And he began to recruit people they call Lion Heart, Tiger Heart, Demon Pekin, Igbeweja, Amadioha, and all the rubbish that are tormenting Igbo land. So how can you tell the same person that create almost 90% of insecurity in the Southeast to become the solution of the insecurity in the Southeast? Tell Ejike Mbaka that more than 70% of those people Nnamdi Kanu recruited to terrorize Igbo land. So they collect amnesty from the federal government. Tell Nnamdi Kanu, tell Ejike Mbaka that Nnamdi Kanu has stepped on all their toes, including Benjamin Madubugu. Ask Benjamin Madubugu. 99.9% of those volunteers, all of them are hiding. They are waiting for them. All of them are Igbo people. They trust me. And so they confide in me. They are the one who calls me. Look at what they ask us to do. I will say, who says so? They will say it's China Sanguru. I will say, who says so? They will say it's Benjamin Madubugu. I will say, who says so? They will say it's Bright Chimeze. I will say, who says so? They will say it's Nnamdi Kanu. And I will tell them, as the African rep, we will not do such thing. There are many reasons why I become a threat. Why I become a sabo. But we make promise we intend to keep. That time Sabo was ready. Oh, Sabo, I promise you people, I will be the last Sabo. Who will not call Sabo again now? And I can't change that to infiltrator. We're infiltrator now. When we are done with you, you'll be ashamed to say you be Igbo Biafra. And why we are saying it is when we finish the project of Igbo Biafra, we will face you Igbo people. If you people don't want to treat this plague that want to ravage your land, even politicians, even pastors, even Igwe Kana, even native doctor, all of you want to destroy your place. What do you want to achieve? To inherit us? Let's see how it goes. It's stage by stage. You are thinking you are uniting in the Igbo. We will touch the heart of what you bear there. Before what I tell you with this, it's a saboteur, it's a saboteur. Look at me, registered saboteur. We're my group of saboteur. You think say we don't keep quiet? How long will you shut up the voice of righteousness? How long do you think you will manipulate the people? And Bob Marley say, how long shall they kill our prophets? Why will stand beside and look? Some say it's just to fulfill the book. Now we are here to fulfill the book. Deal with it. But you are Igbo man. You have been emotionally murdered. You cannot perceive. And so, because Ejike Mbaka have said, oh, President Tinubu, oh, if you release Nnamdi Kanu, oh, Almighty Jehovah, no, there will be peace in the Southeast. You still believe that, man? I'm sorry for you. Let's rewind back. There was a governor known as Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. When he entered, he focused on the North. He wanted to please the North so that the North will allow him to do his job. He never did anything for his people. But I don't blame him. I love him though. I still love him. And so it looked like his attention was focused on the North. And some Igbo Biafra people like Rev Ejike Mbaka took it upon themselves to frustrate Goodluck. Where is Obvious Equity? Where are all those idiots? And they started deceiving Igbo people. Goodluck is a bad luck. Goodluck is evil. Goodluck is a woman. He's a weakling. He's a bad luck. Mbaka dealt with Goodluck. The same way Nnamdi Kanu dealt with Buhari. Now, Tinubu must know, without us, what they will do to Tinubu. Without us, that BP or low BP, all of them for knock and very well. But Tinubu, don't worry. Do what you got to do. If Nigerian gets sense, after your 8 tenure, they will be ready. But until then, nobody go talk rubbish about you. If they talk rubbish about you, you go follow them. You're gonna the same pattern than they use. Igbo Biafra no collect money from good luck. Now they begin shout, oh, it's a bad luck, oh, it's a bad luck, oh, remove him, oh. Up to the essence, one boy can't sing music and say, Mbaka, why? Father Mbaka, why? You never still answer us. And then he became a very useful tool in the eyes of Hausa. You know Wazobia game. And so they gave him contract to canvass for Buhari. And then he came on the same adoration ministry and said, we the people of God prayed, we prayed, and God heard our prayer. He saw our tears and cry, and he gave us Muhammadu Buhari, a man of God, Muhammadu Buhari, a corruption fighter, Muhammadu Buhari. Oh, beautiful Muhammadu Buhari. He said, if you see his children, they are like St. Paul and St. Peter. Oh, Muhammadu Buhari. His wife is angelic like a Holy Mary, Ndiushi. But when Buhari didn't give shishi, he wanted to attack Buhari, but Nnamdi Kanu was doing the job already. Well, I don't forget now, right? That is the same person now who is now trying to deceive Ndibo. You know, they are emotionally, they don't have emotion. You can rip them off. As I did now, if I cause them finish now, I go turn. I go say, oh, Igbos are beautiful, Igbos are sweet. You know, see that they begin to do like a dog who no gets it. The most intelligent tribe in Africa. No wonder Africa is backward. No wonder. It's unfortunate and it's a shame. And so Mbaka don't start again. This one now make coalition give her money. Or maybe Nnamdi Kanu tell her what to do. Because not forgetting Nnamdi Kanu spiritual godfather be that. And then Nnamdi Kanu unknown gunman son. Rubbish set of people. So you check back. All this boo-boo all this rubbish you are doing. What development has it brought to the Southeast? What exactly? How does it make people feel you? Everywhere you go, you are causing problem for yourself. Now you people have started again coalition. Come on coalition and we are waiting for you. You are in Nigeria, irrespective of your tribe, your tongue, and you join coalition. You are part of the problem. You will regret like obedient movement. Obedient people, prepare. We are all coming. All of us go do them now. No worry. How long all these things will they do? Who are the people actually trying to pull Nigerians together? We'll spend our time and resources playing game with ethnic groups, with our lives. Because you can tell her. And so the purpose, this message is simple. Number one, let every Nigeria think about what they have done to fellow Nigeria, home and abroad, and tell me, what have you achieved in the end? Nothing. It took us backward. Let every Nigeria consider the struggles we have gone through and tell me that it worth it. No, it looks like we are living in vain. And you that is Igbo Biafra, jumping up and down, trying to upset the balance. How market? What have you achieved so far? Because those of you fueling this crisis in diaspora, you will not come back home. Your hand will touch you. Your hand, that hand, they will touch you. Where is Simon? He used to carry walking stick. Hey, Finland, hey, Ejike Mbaka, Ejike Mbaka. Where are they? Ndioshi. It's a shame. This is not the word you live to ratomatize people. Some can be ratomatized. It is simple. The Europe you know today is just like a complex society like Nigeria. China will conquer, France will conquer Europe. Britain. Britain will conquer Scotland. Scotland will conquer Denmark. Denmark will conquer Italy. Italy will fight Germany. This was how this ethnic group were fighting themselves. But they got to a stage and said, no. France cannot be fighting with the UK. They were almost exchanging king. All these things they are doing here in Nigeria, they are copying what Oyibo have done in the olden days to do it in the new days. Who the heck are these people? But Oyibo people came and said, no, it shouldn't be that. Okay, you people, you want to become France? They say yes. Okay, they say, okay, you are French people. They have their own small country. That is not up to my village, but it's a country controlling half of Africa. You don't want to get sense. And then the other one say, the way UK treated us before, we can't forgive them. But since it's in the past, we want to be our own country. We are Germans. And then others say, I don't like German too much. Even though we are related, we want to be Italo. And they are Italian. And then the other one say, all of us are Italy. But somehow we are holy. We are Vatican. They now butcher community by community. All of them are country. Anyone you are going to, you're going to collect passport for it. You're going to make money on your head. These are the areas we're supposed to be exploiting for the development, advancement of not just Nigeria, the entire Africa. Why can't we say that Wazobia didn't work? And you that want to create states additional 30 states of slavery. Why don't you now decide and say, okay, what we'll do now is, please, let us create a Gala state, let us create a Ka state, let us create Oshimili state, let us create Ikure state, let us create Benin state. Those of you who are homogeneous, be your homogeneous. Those of you who are heterogeneous, be your heterogeneous. And then by the time these things are done, what happens next is they align. That was the essence of region. Everybody mind what you have, bring what you have, and at the end of the day, everybody submit on the same table. That is how family are run. I have children. I don't expect all of them to reason the same way. I don't expect all of them to behave the same way. I don't even want them to behave like me. And now this is what I do. I study them. I know what is unique about them. I know how to help them. I know how to get involved. I know how to interfere. And I love all of them the way they are. After all, I'm not God. Trying to make them look like me, talk like me, behave like me, reason like me, trying to code them on ethics, on how to behave, I will destroy them. And that I will not do. And so you trying to make me not Igbo man to be Igbo man. You trying to manipulate culture, tradition, and the rest of it. You destroying us. And now we will resist. When you listen to these brokers, go back and find out what have you achieved so far. This having been said, I go to the comment section. Let me receive 1 or 2 insults and then I move on. Achoibi, I greet you. Good morning from here. Messi, I greet you. Good morning. Kevin, I greet you. Good morning. Brother Henry Chimeze, Ekele Kwamge, they will one name. I greet you. Who are they? Who are they? No insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu. I can't see them. Iyari, I greet all of you. All these progressive-minded Nigerians, I greet all of you. Different Blackie, I hail you from here. And did you know I see George Okoro, useless poor man? Normally, that's their mentality. You see the Igbo man there, useless poor man, and the Kano brothers. They want amnesty, but they are the richest tribe. But we know your kind already. George Okoro, it's okay. I accept that. I see, okay, Oma. I greet you, my brother. I greet you. Great blessing. Osa great Nwachuku. Nwebon. Osa great Nwachuku. Ma Hosekwa online. I greet all of you. We'll talk later on. Have a nice day.